boner question, you get a boner gift. Okay. So, did you have a question?
Do you remember any of the times you had on the set with everyone? Do you remember when you was there?
Any times what?
Did you have like fun times? Like what were the fun times? Like,
Oh, we had so many fun times. Fun, Jason. Like Jason used to break brushes over my head.
That's just one brush.
He once stuck a fly in a peanut butter sandwich and gave it to me, and I ate it. I didn't know.
He was a bully?
He was a big bully.
That was for his character. I was helping him out.
He was helping Billy get into character.
He was getting his makeup done. He was getting his makeup done. I went to the brush and I went to pop him in the head, but the brush broke over his head. So I just played it off. It was like boom, and he just sit there like, everyone in the makeup. I just went out. We're like, what's that all about? I think so. It was for his character. Character development.
There was a lot of fun times. I don't know. There's just always funny moments that happen when you're working together that many times.
Oh man, you know, you saw like good times here. Just, you know, wonderful script. Just, you know, I mean, imagine we always joked around so much that the director had to say, you know, I mean, Dave was always professional, and we had our times too, you know. So like today's beautiful, really stuff like that. It was talkative. Why for the green shirt? Just put it on the floor. Keep me in line a little bit. I was, you know.
It was fun.
What was your worst fan experience?
Worst
Like fan experience in interacting with the fan. What's the worst thing about it?
Remember that guy was called prison for hate?
Yeah, I mean, it's always interesting to find out who watches your show, and I think Amy and Twee both experienced getting a lot of letters, as most women on TV get a lot of fan letters from people in prison. You know, they find ways to call us set and things like that.
So some guy I remember some guy from he said he was from Metallica, and I would talk to Amy. So I tried to get free tickets. Talk to him real quick. Hey, I'll get her on the phone. Give me some free tickets. I think it was lying.
Yeah, so I don't think I've really had any horrible fan experiences. It was pretty good, pretty nice.
I do remember meeting Gene Simmons though, and I didn't know who he was, and I was like to Mark, he's like, oh, did you meet Gene Simmons? I'm like, who? And he goes like this. I still didn't know. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? And he gets a kiss, and I was like, oh, that's who it is.
How about we go way over here?
Were there any episodes where you guys had to maybe learn to do something that was different? Like, for instance, I remember there was one episode where a few characters lost their voices and all they could do was sing. Did you have to maybe get some vocal training for something like that? Or was there another episode where you had to learn to do something just outside of the ordinary of the episode?
For me, I don't think so. It was just, we were working so much, and they just would throw scripts at us, and it was just like, you gotta do what you gotta do, and pull it out of your ass, basically.
I remember though, they came to me and said I would do a commercial. I'm like, I don't do that. I don't know the lines. I'm like in Hebrew. I was like, what? He's like, really? I was in Hebrew, so I remember to this day. That's why I wrote it down. I was like, "Ani Tommy had on bottom. Temps team. Who's had that name? Who's just you? Who's had that name?" It was White Ranger on some channel thing. But I had cue cards spelled out the way I spelled it out. Like I said, me, me, Tommy, Ranger, blah, bang. I was like spelled it out.
And that was a commercial for Israel.
Oh.
It was in Israel.
Whatever.
But no, you're right.
It was.
You're right, it's Hebrew's language, but it was for the country of Israel.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
What about back here in the back? You, yeah. Wait till the microphone comes.
This question's for Jason. What's your favorite hold when you're in the cage fight?
I was going to switch up. Instead of doing a rear naked choke, I was going to do a gator roll, because I get everybody in the gator roll, on their hands and knees, and I just slip through and roll. You roll them and then just walk up and choke them out. I get a lot of people with the gator roll. It's an easy roll. I was going to do that on that guy, but my arm was stuck underneath me. I was afraid he was going to eat me. Yeah, I did. I know. I was kind of holding on to it, and I was going to let go, but do something else, because his neck was like big. I couldn't get my hand across him. But yeah. It's fucking choking. You just choke. And you can choke him for a long time. It's like people are like, when are you going to kill him? No, it doesn't. It takes 4 minutes to kill someone. It was like 4 minutes. I watched Forensic Files. I'm done. No, you haven't, dude. It's only been 30 seconds. I got another 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
How about way behind you, bro? Back there, yeah.
Was there anything that happened in the series that you had wished your characters would have done, but they never let your characters do? Or you're just cool with it?
No, I mean, my character was a guy. I got a chance to fight and all that stuff. You know, I didn't do a lot of gymnastics like they needed and everything about.
I don't think there was anything I wanted Billy to do. I think Billy kind of, if you watch the series over 5 years or whatever, 200 episodes, kind of grew on his own and developed. And I'm not really quite sure how I don't understand the ending of how he left. He got sent off into space or something. Yeah. So, you know, that's good. It's all good. Cool, see you, man. What about straight down here?
Here's a question to Jason. What was the show called? Cybertron, I think it was, that became VR Troopers. Did you make that show before you were cast as a Green Ranger?
No, it was during. It was right after Green Ranger, right before I turned into the White Ranger. I did that pilot, and I was supposed to do that show with Brad Hawkins, who did that, was supposed to be the White Ranger, and it would just flip-flop. I was excited, you know, to come on the show, but then I was glad it came back because the ratings were bad on it. So I did Power Rangers for the movie and all, so it was a good switch. You know, I mean, to go back there and then come back was a good movie for me. I'm Brad.
Over to your...
Going back to bad episodes you actually did, do you recall or have any recollection of the Halloween episode of Zio?
The Monster Mash or
No, it was an episode where...
Pumpkin Patch?
No, this was in Zio. This
Well, you
was
should
like-
have had this, like, you know all the episodes.
He's Adam and there's like Mondo like...
I was a vampire.
Yeah, you're the vampire.
Yeah.
Temecula. And,
Yeah.
Johnny Amash is like, he's trying to get your kid and you're like, no. And then he says...
Are you going to tell the whole story or are you going to question? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Actually,
What's your question?
Actually, no, you just
You're
remember
just
that
talking
moment.
about
And the
the
part where he's like, I was like, what? Really? I don't believe it. He grabs your kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so right behind him, there's your question.
Yeah.
With all the martial arts that was in the show, did you guys ever get hurt? And if so, what was the worst injury you ever had?
Oh yeah, the movie when I did the tree flip. Yeah. Johnny's supposed to spot me, didn't it? Smashed my face. I thought I knocked my
Set it
face.
up a little bit better.
No.
We just flew to Australia to start filming the movie.
And I popped the fish's eyeball out and I put it in the olives and I said, and she goes, that's not a way to make friends here.
Henrietta.
Yeah.
And so anyways, he ran up a tree and tried to do a backflip off the tree and fell on his
I did do it a couple times. Then I wanted to go higher and I said, Johnny, spot me. He's like, okay. Face, I was like, oh, we had to put that new skin for makeup on there. Yeah, I didn't like
So in the beginning of the film, Jason's face is all screwed up.
just shoot from the side.
Well,
I can rollerblade.
yeah. Come down. Well, actually, we'll go right behind you to the white kitty.
This is to Jason. What kind of karate experience do you have? Like, when you started the show, did you get interested in karate from that?
No, I was already a second, third degree black all the time. In fact, karate's the one that got me in the door. I mean, my lines were horrible, you know. And I don't like auditioning even back then. The lines were bad, and I just not written bad. I know that too. But, I did them poorly, and then you know the karate got me through the door. But I do remember the callback. I went right away. They called just me back and like 10 other girls, you know. And I was deciding should I take them all out. Am I up for like? Is this a girl or a guy role? No. But then I had to help Twee. I was working in the hallways, working everybody's karate, you know, trying to make it look better so they can audition. And then I helped Twee, and then she got the job. So we both were hired. I really didn't know, like, if they wanted a girl or a guy. When you go on a callback and you have like 10 girls and like one guy, you start thinking. You know, either you're excited, like, yeah, I got the role, or maybe they just changed it. You know?
So I think it's the back row. There's with the blonde wig.
Did you guys ever spar with each other?
Let's just say,
Who won?
who do you think won? He would throw me around and smack me around. Not like just like it was fun. We never sparred. No, I mean, I'm not a trained martial artist. I don't know anything about fighting, so I'm against violence.